Hello and welcome to this easy 10-minute yoga flow for managing anxiety. Please acknowledge the disclaimer and set an intention for your practice before we begin. We're going to start in standing crescent moon pose, 30 seconds on each side. Stand tall with your feet together, arms reaching up overhead. You can bring your palms to touch if this helps. Draw your tailbone down, engage your core. Tilt your torso open to the left, stretching the right side body. Reach up through the crown of your head and breathe deeply into the side body. Your ribs will feel an expansion. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the opposite side this time, tilting your body to the right, stretching the left side body. Take a deep inhale, breathe into your rib cage, feel the expansion. Wonderful. Transition to Eagle Pose, Garudasana, 30 seconds on each side. Cross your right leg over your left. Take a generous bend in your knees. Square your hips forward. Draw your tailbone down. Engage your core, lift your chest. Draw your shoulders together and down. Interlace your arms. Cross your right arm under your left arm. Wrap elbows and wrists. Bring palms to touch. Reach up through the crown of your head. Draw your eyes forward. Great. Switch sides. This time, cross your left leg over your right. Use your foot as a kickstand. Take a generous bend in your knees. Square your hips. Draw your tailbone down. Flex your core. Lift your chest. Interlace your arms. This time, crossing your left arm under your right. Wrap elbows and wrists. Bring palms to touch. Reach up through the crown of your head and draw your eyes through your arms. Inhale, transition to standing forward fold. Exhale, bring your big toes to touch. Take a generous bend in your knees. Hinge from the hips. Draw your tailbone up. Interlace your fingers behind your back and allow your arms to stretch up and overhead. Relax your neck and bring the crown of your head towards the earth. In this pose, allow tension to drain away from your shoulders, mind, and body. We'll be here for 1 minute. A gentle reminder to listen to your body. If you begin to feel a head rush, ease out of this position and begin to stand upright. One more reminder to come back to your intention, the intention that you set at the beginning of this class. Great, let's move on to half hero pose. Gently come down to your knees, roll to a seat. Once you get comfortable, bend your left knee like I'm doing here in the video with your sole facing out. Place your right foot 90 degrees with your sole flat on the mat. Draw your tailbone towards your feet. Engage your core, lengthen your spine. Bring your hand to your heart, the other to your stomach. Lengthen through the back of your neck. Reach up through the crown of your head. Gently close your eyes. We're only here for 30 seconds. Please take any adjustments that your body may need, or simply just take a windshield wiper pose. Allow your knees to fall out to the sides. Otherwise, only here for a couple more seconds. Inhale, release, switch sides. This time bend your right knee with your sole pointing outward. Bring your left foot flat on the ground. Draw your tailbone towards your feet. Rest your hands on your stomach and your chest. Maintain the placement of your upper body. Lengthen your spine. Reach up through the crown of your head and gently close your eyes. Again, option to take windshield wiper pose as a substitution for the half hero. All right, let's release. We're going to transition to cow face pose. Gently rock and roll up to seated position. Find a comfortable seat. Cross your legs. Bring your right knee all the way over your left parallel. Reach your right arm up and behind your back. Reach your left arm under and behind your back. Interlace your fingers if you can, or just try to bring them as close to touching as possible. Draw your shoulders together and down. Sit up nice and tall. Reach up through the crown of your head and draw your eyes forward. Only here for 30 seconds. We're going to switch shortly. Come back to your intention. And transition to the other side. This time, cross your left leg over your right. Bring your knees stacked on top of each other. Plant your hips. Engage your core. Lift your chest. Reach your left arm up and behind you. Reach your right arm down and behind you. Grabbing for opposite fingers. Draw your shoulders together and down. Reach up through the crown of your head and draw your eyes forward. Again, taking any adjustments you may need and finding peace within the pose. Great job. Gently release, shake out your legs. And on your next exhale, butterfly pose, Baddha Konasana for 1 minute. Bring the soles of your feet to touch. Allow your knees to fall open like the pages of a book. Plant your hips into the ground, lengthen your spine. Hinge from the hips, reaching forward. Lengthen your spine, reach up through the crown of your head. Draw your eyes towards your feet. Let gravity pull down and pull away any stress. Again, leaving ease and serenity. Gentle reminder to come back to that intention that you set at the beginning of class. Reminding yourself why you showed up today. And any achievements that you have made or are in the process of making for you and your life. On your next inhale, gently release this pose and slowly lower all the way down onto your back. Scoot your hips towards your heels. Plant your feet, the four corners of your feet, at the edges of your mat. Inhale, bridge pose. Lift your hips up off the mat. Draw your tailbone towards your feet. Lengthen your spine. Draw your shoulders together and down. Lengthen your arms by your sides. Press your palms facing down near your heels. Lengthen through the back of your neck and draw your eyes up towards the sky. Feel your heart opening. Release all tension from your day. Moving on to our second to last pose. Gently lower your hips back to the earth. Draw your knees into your chest. Exhale, happy baby pose. Grab the inner arches of your feet or your big toes. Your feet press up to the sky. Your hands pull down. Take a generous bend in your knees. Begin to straighten your legs. Draw your tailbone towards the wall. Lengthen your spine. Lengthen the back of your neck. Draw your shoulders together and down. Bend your elbows out. Reach up through the crown of your head and draw your eyes up towards the sky. Feel free to take any variations in this pose, rocking side to side, massaging your lower back. Maybe rock and roll on the length of your spine. You can play around stretching your legs, cracking your toes, finding what feels good. On your next inhale, draw your knees to heart center. Exhale for our final Shavasana. Extend your legs out long. Allow your feet to fall out to the sides. Relax your legs. Draw your tailbone towards your feet. Lengthen your spine. Rest your stomach, your chest, placing one hand on your heart, the other on your stomach. Lengthen through the top of your head and gently close your eyes. Congratulations, you have just completed this easy 10-minute yoga flow for managing anxiety. Utilize this time here in Shavasana to integrate the intention that you set at the beginning of class. And enjoy the peace and serenity and relief that you just generated in your life. When you're ready, gently begin to wake up your body. Gently press yourself up to Sukhasana, easy pose, cross legs. In closing, I like to say the light in me recognizes and honors the light in you. And I'll see you in the next one.